that Mr. Neidlinger's leaving.
What? What? Mr. Neidlinger's leaving? Oh my God! What are we gonna do?
Stop ending sentences with exclamation points. It doesn't mean that you're excited, and overuse of them is annoying.
Mark taught me how to remain calm, cool, and collected in difficult situations.
He's taught me to be kinder, more gentle teacher.
Mark has taught me a lot of patience.
I'd say that the main thing that I got from the years that I've spent with him is learning about strength. Strength. I think I've grown to be a lot stronger, and I do have to say that I thank him for that.
He always said to me to be a strong person, and I really appreciate that.
Mark taught me a lot about perspective. It's really easy when you're teaching or doing anything like that to get caught up in one moment or one day or one problem. And Mark really helped me to see that that's just that one moment in time, and not to take it too seriously, unless it was something fantastic, and then you should let it define you.
One thing I've learned, although I don't think I've taken to heart, is that you just can't take everything so seriously as the day rolls. You just have to let things roll by, and then hopefully you can pick it up and make it great. And if it doesn't turn out to be something that you can fix, then you hopefully find someone else that can help you fix it. That's, I think, a really important lesson for me, and I appreciate that.
Because he was supportive of the Montessori program. He started the Montessori program here. He brought me to Drummond, which I love. He appreciates and understands and values the Montessori program, the strategies of teaching, and the philosophy. He's also supportive of all of the teachers and staff. He has an open door policy so that children, teachers, parents can come to him at any time. He's fair, and he's just, I've been with many principals before, and he's one of the best principals that I have been with.
He kept me in the profession of teaching. So before I started working at Drummond, I was ready to quit teaching. I had an unfavorable situation at my last school, and what I love about Mark is that he believed in me and gave me a place where I felt comfortable, and he gives all teachers autonomy to kind of do what they want to do and have their personalities shown, instead of just sort of micromanaging like a lot of principals tend to do.
I was hired here at Drummond, and I was sitting at a table with Mr. Neidlinger, Laura, and Mary, and he just looked at me and said, "We start Wednesday. Can you come in?" And I just looked at him, and that was how I was hired.
Mark, well, I know Mark for years, and I'm just looking at it like that he is one of the best principals that we have ever had at the school. He's very pleasant, and he loves, and just make my day every time I see him.
He was part of my interview committee to hire me. He hired me, and he has always trusted me in the classroom, and he's always been great in supporting the teachers inside and outside the classroom, and he has made Drummond what it is, and he's really great to be missed.
He's a very true person, and that's what I like about him. He's respectful, he's very easy to talk to, and even though he went from being my co-worker to my boss, I've never felt different in any way with that relationship. He's still very easy to talk to because he's such a good listener, and he's a true person.
I will never forget Mark's belly laugh. Mark knows how to laugh from the heart.
My first memory of Mark is at my interview here for Drummond, and he was on the team of teachers that interviewed me. And after the interview was over, walked out of the building, and he was there, and I said, "So is this really a good place to work? We're no longer an interview." And he assured
I would say that my time at Drummond has been really special, mainly due to the staff and the school culture here at Drummond. I think this is one of the only schools that I've ever been part of where everybody really gets along. And I know we do a lot of things about bullying and things like that, but I hardly ever see bullying. And even like when I've talked to other teachers outside of Drummond, when we talk about like the bad kids, we really don't have any here at Drummond at all, and it's such a great school culture.
My very first day here at Drummond, we happened to pull up in the parking lot at the same time, and being a new teacher, I was scared. We got out of our cars, and he put his arm around me, and he looked up at the school, and he told me, someday this little school is going to be really big. I didn't understand what he meant at the time. He planned on we were going to add an extension onto the building or what that meant, and I don't think that Mr. Neidlinger knew what he meant by that, but I do know that he had big ideas for the school.
The community that Mark has helped build here. Since I first arrived, it was this amazing sense of people wanting to be together and produce an amazing learning environment for kids that we really care about.
One of the things I'll never forget was when he first came here to interview for a position years and years ago. He was so nervous. I even remember what he was wearing. He was wearing red suspenders and some nice pants, a nice dress shirt. He looked so nervous. I wanted to know how, but of course I couldn't do that. But I'll remember how what a kind, nice person he always was. He was really, really nice to me from the very beginning, to everybody really. And he loves kids, and the kids adore him.
I remember meeting Mark Neidlinger at his office and him just radiating with kindness and passion, and I remember deciding that he was the nicest human being that I have ever been around.
One thing I will never forget is meeting you and a number of the staff members at Howl at the Moon. That was my first introduction to Drummond, and I knew it was the place for me.
Seeing Mr. Neidlinger's beautiful face in the morning in the hallways.
We're gonna miss him. We love you.
Love you.
A time when my son Evan was getting ready to take the ACT test, and my family was having a little bit of a financial trouble, and Mark was kind enough to get him an ACT prep book. Unexpectedly, it was a wonderful gift. My son did wonderfully on his test, and I really thought that was a very awesome, heartwarming thing for one of my favorite times with Mark is that we had to do a video bomb. I think Mr. Zielinski came up, like he saw something on the internet and we had to do a video bomb, and so I know he and I pretended to like be completely arguing with each other, and then we see this camera and we're like, oh hey, and we pretended like this argument was completely gone, and we started like dancing. I thought it was really funny that we got to do something like that.
But we've had a lot of laughs inside the office, outside of the office, around the school, and it's just been tiring to be an AP, but also really fun being your AP on so many levels.
Being a passionate, pleasant, and kind person, greeting everyone with a smile. Watching our principal, Mr. Neidlinger, and staff walk down the halls, giving the kids lots of love to start their day at school. That's what makes Drummond special for me.
Don't let him have sweets.
He's an excellent person, and I envy the staff that he has over there. They don't know what a wonderful boss they're going to get. A wonderful person. They're going to just adore him like we do.
Mark's new employees should trust in his vision. He sees an overall picture, and he's got a good vision for how schools should run and where it should go long term.
Well, I know that they will embrace you and you will do wonderful things for them as you have done here at Drummond.
I think the advice that I have is the advice that everybody always
gives to everybody else is be yourself. This is definitely the school where you can be who you are and actually get away with it.
Be honest with him. I think he's just a person who likes people to be honest, whether it's good or bad. He's, like I said before, he's a good listener, so yeah, be honest.
I don't think they need any advice. They have the most warm and welcoming administrator that anybody could ever ask for. The only advice I would have is to not be intimidated or afraid to approach him with any concerns that you have inside your classroom or with your personal life. He is a very trusting and he'll be a good friend and a good administrator.
Mark's new employees, one thing they should know is they should just trust him. He always has the whole school's best interests in mind. It might not be what's best for you in that moment, or it might not be what's best for a group, or very often it's not what's best for him. But he always has in mind what's best for everyone.
Always do your best. I think Mark is a wonderful person. Professionally, personally, he is very kind-hearted. He sees the big picture and he gives people responsibility for what they know to do, and he expects the best from you and you rise to the occasion. And I think he offers wonderful support. So don't be afraid. He's a great person.
Boston.
The first thing that came to my mind was Hakuna Matata.
Thank you for everything you've done for me, and for always being so wonderful. Michigan's lucky to have you, and I wish you the best of luck in whatever your life brings.
I wish you all the best, Mark. Take care.
Mark, I just would like to say thank you for everything, for giving me the opportunity to work at Drummond over 6 years ago. I believe I might have been your first hire here, and it was just a wonderful opportunity to work with great families, wonderful children, great staff, and I've learned so much, and I wish you the best in your new endeavor, and keep in touch.
I like to wish Mark the best in his new adventure to start a new school, or at his new school, and I think he did a wonderful job here, and I think he'll do a wonderful job at his next school.
Shoo shoo!
I really appreciate the fact that he stands for his teachers. He believes that teachers are giving it their best, and he strongly supports them in every situation. I had numerous occasions when I needed some help and he came through for me. So Mark, thank you for that, and keep it up, buddy.
I will really miss him.
Be sad to see you go. Have fun in pure Michigan.
It's been wonderful. I'll laugh about all our times forever.
I just want to thank you for the opportunity to teach at Drummond. It's because of you that I'm here, and I'm so grateful that I was teaching at Midwest when you all were going through your training, and I couldn't be happier being a part of Drummond, and I just want to thank you and wish you the best at your new school.
Thank you for being part of my life, and I hope you continue to be part of my life, and I wish you all the best of luck.
At his new school, I would tell him to continue thinking, to remember where he came from, that he was a child at one time, so to think like a child, that he was a teacher at one time, so to remember what he did as a teacher, to put himself in that place. As a principal, I would want him to be fair and open, to be flexible with deadlines, because all of us miss them sometimes, to get to know the parents like he did here, and the families, and to know each child by name, which he did also here, and to laugh and to smile and to just be himself.
What would you like to say to Mr. Neidlinger?
I would like to tell Mr. Neidlinger, thank you for bringing me to Drummond. I love the school. Also, I hope you enjoy this fantastic, exciting new journey that you're on, and I want to wish you the very, very best.
Ta-ta! Cheerio! Pip pip!
A deep, profound thank you. Thank you for hiring me. Thank you for being an amazing leader to our community. Thank you for being a person with enough vision to build this. We'll keep it going, and I wish you so much luck and joy in your new job, in your new life, and know that we will miss you. And I wish you nothing but peace and happiness.
Bye!
We love him and we're going to miss him very much. Good luck. Come back and see us sometime.
I wish him the best of luck with whatever he does in life.
Godspeed!
Thank you for having confidence in me. And the second thing is congratulations, because I know it can be very difficult to leave the city and find a new way of life that suits you better. And many people aren't able to do that. So I want to say congratulations on this next phase of your life in Michigan. It sounds very exciting. And I have a feeling that it's going to be really great for you, and congratulations.
Congratulations on your new job, your new journey. I know you're going to do well, and kudos to you because you adventure out of CPS to a new world out there. Even though you know Michigan is still a new adventure. And I just want to say smooches and ta-ta for now.
Live long and prosper.
Mainly a big thank you. He took a huge chance on hiring me. I've never really worked in a school officially before this, so I want to thank him for that. I also want to thank him for the opportunity of pairing me up with Miss Martinez. Her and I get along really well, and I've learned so much from everybody here in the building, from Mark to Masney to Miss Martinez to even like the janitorial staff. Everybody here has been always very open, and I've just picked up so much about education, and it's kind of fueled my passion to continue.
So best of luck to you, and we hope to see you around.
Mark, I'm going to miss him so much. I really am. We worked together. I worked with him for 16 years, and we've been through a lot, good times. Not so good times, not between him and I, but, school changes, principals and so forth. But I'm really, really going to miss him, and I'm really not looking forward to working with anybody else. Not really, because they're not going to be anywhere that I can come close to the kind of boss Mark is.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Thank you so much, Mark, for giving me the best job ever. You saw me, and you saw something in me that I didn't even really realize was there. And when you brought me into this school, I didn't know that you were bringing me into your life and into a family. You really changed my life, and I can't thank you enough for that. I'm gonna miss so much those 10 minutes that we would spend together every day during lunch, where I would come in to just chat about something or ask your advice about a parent or how to deal with a certain kid, or even just to share a really successful lesson. And without you to cheer me on, it's gonna be a little difficult, but I know that I can always text you or something, and you'll still be there for me. So thank you.
Stay cool, home brother.
We will miss you. This place will not be the same without you. We don't know how it's going to be, but it's going to be nonetheless exciting as it always is. So thank you for your time here. Thank you for making Drummond this beautiful place that it is. And just good luck to you and all that you do. We'll miss you. Mwah! Big kisses. And I'm out.
Like I said, I will really miss him. I think like everybody, because he's a great man. And I wish him the best in his life with all my heart.
Na 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 na,
Na 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye.